Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to give you some ideas of gifts for either birthday or Christmas or whatever type of event for 2-year-olds. If you're new here, my name is Claire. My channel is all about mom stuff, lady stuff, and life stuff. So if you're into any of that, definitely consider hitting that subscribe button down below. I would love to have you. This isn't actually my first video like this that I've made. I will link the other one I made down below. I think I made that one when one of my sons was 2-ish, but I do have a 3-year-old and a 2-year-old, so I do kind of know what this age group kind of likes. And actually, my darling little nephew is turning 2, and we're going to his party this weekend. So I got some stuff for him, and I thought I might as well make a video with all different stuff that was in that earlier video. Some of these things would be appropriate for a 1-year-old. All of them will be pretty much appropriate for a 2 to 3-year-old, and some of these things they'll even use until they're 4 and 5 and so on. I will be leaving a link to all of these things in the description down below. Most of them I got on good old Amazon because that's how I roll. The first things I'm going to show you are actually the things I am getting for my nephew. The first is this tub. It's called the 3 Bear Family Counters. So there are 3 different sizes of bears as well as colors and also different weights. So it does say it's for ages 3+, but I think, you know, at their 2nd birthday, it's kind of nice to get them toys that they can kind of grow into instead of things that they are just kind of leaving behind, you know what I mean? But I think that this is a really cool thing. My sister asked for this specifically. I had never seen it before, and when I looked at it, I thought, how cool. They make all sorts of accessories that go with it, colored cups and like activities you can do having to do with sorting by weight and size and color. So I thought these were really cool, and this tub was around $15. The next thing I'm getting for my nephew is this bag of kinetic sand. Now, if you're not familiar with kinetic sand, I don't know if I can really give you the scientific explanation, but basically, it's got like some sort of like magnetism in it or something. So it feels like wet sand. You can put it into all sorts of shapes and configurations, but it doesn't ever dry out. So your kids can use this forever, and it like sticks together really easily, so it's not going to be like dusty sand all over your house. You can get a 3-pound bag of this sand for around $10. So also a really kind of inexpensive but solid gift. My next idea for you guys is something called Picasso tiles. Now there are a lot of sort of magnet-y type brands. I really like the Picasso tiles. You can get these in all sorts of like sizes. They make a different like assortments, but basically they're these different shapes that are magnets. Your kids can build all sorts of stuff with them. The pack that I got actually had a car in it, a magnet car, so they can build all sorts of interesting things. You can buy these in as little as like, I don't know, 10 piece or whatever, all the way on up to 100 pieces. The 100-piece pack costs around $50, and like the 60 piece is like 35, somewhere like that. These are a really great thing that if your kid is really into them, or the kid in your life, you can throw like a smaller pack in the stocking. There's something that you can always build on. So maybe you get them these for Christmas and their birthday, or they might be wanting, like there's letter ones. There's like all sorts of different ones. So you can add to the collection really easily, and like you can always use more of these. My next idea is a game. Now, you can always do things like Candyland and some like Trouble and Sorry and those types of games, but I think 2 is just a little bit too young to really get a grasp on some of those board games. My oldest box has just, you know, in the past, I would say 6 months, he's almost 4, really started to get a handle on how to play Candyland. So a good way to get a game for a 2-year-old is a memory game. Now this one is from IKEA. I think I paid like $4 for it. But most brands have some sort of child memory game, and I'm sure you played this as a child, but you know, you just put all the cards down and you try to find matches. And as a parent, when I'm playing with my youngest, I only put like maybe 6 of them out. I just put like a few. When I'm playing with my older son, I make it a little bit more difficult. So this is one that you can grow with your children, but a memory game is always a winner. All right, my next idea is play food, and that might sound really basic. Like, of course, all kids have play food. That's not exciting. I don't want to get that for my grandchild or daughter or whatever. But honestly, most kids do have a play kitchen of some sort, whether it's a big fancy one or mine was like $99 at IKEA. But most kids really love to mimic you in the kitchen, and I find that too, like that age is really when they start really trying to like put things together as they see you do it as well. So I thought I would just share like a couple items in my kids' kitchen that they really, really love. The first is this Melissa and Doug pizza set. Now it comes with the little pizza here and a little pizza tray, and then all of these little Velcro toppings. It comes with pepperoni, mushrooms, and peppers. It also came with like a little pizza roller knife and a couple more little accessories. But at this point, it's like been played with a lot, so I wasn't gonna go through my basement to try to find that. But on Amazon, this is like just under $18. And that's a really like good price point too for something that's gonna like totally entertain a little human for like a long time. I really often find myself like ordering pizzas from my kids and they have to go try to put them together. And like, I just think that the pizza by Melissa and Doug is one of their more adorable food items. Another Melissa and Doug item that is a huge winner in our family is the cookie set. This little tray has all these little Velcro dots, so you can put the cookies in and out of your little play oven. And then the tops of them also come off too, so you can frost them in all the different ways. And it is something that even my 3-year-old plays with all the time. We always drink our milk and eat our cookies together, and I just think that this is really, really darling. And it's also like the same price as the pizza, like just under $18, so also a really good deal. But anything Melissa and Doug makes like in the kitchen area is gonna be probably a winner. My next thing I'm gonna show you is a musical instrument. I think musical instruments are a wonderful thing to give your kids at this age. Hopefully by now they'll have been using a lot of like noise type things, like when they're a baby you give them little maraca type things and crinkly things, and they're really identifying with that sound and touch and all that stuff. But now that they are 2 or older, you can kind of start getting some more interesting things. In my other video, I did reference a lot of different musical instruments. We have tons of them in our house, anywhere from bongo drums to our little miniature piano. We have a lot of it, but I did buy something brand new for them, and you may have seen it in one of my previous videos where I opened it up and gave it to the boys. But I got them triangles. Now it doesn't say on there like what age this is for. It does have this little small piece, so if you have the type of 2-year-old that can't be trusted, you might want to play with this with them, or like note that that's a thing. You could just take it off too. My son's already lost the little dinger because I wasn't paying attention, but I found you can use a fork or whatever just as well. And I can't believe it, triangles on Amazon are like $5. I got a 2-pack for $9, and that is such an inexpensive gift that will just totally entertain your kid for ages. And also I think a triangle, especially in the way of like percussion musical instruments, it can only get so loud. So it's also not a super annoying gift to give a parent that might be really mad at you, like if you get them like a drum set or something, you know. Not every parent is gonna be happy with the amount of noise that makes, but a triangle is like a pretty mellow instrument, you know what I mean? All right, next I'm going to show you what I'm pretty sure is my 2-year-old's #1 favorite thing to play with ever. And those are his Calico Critters. My mother and father got him like a whole Calico Critter set for his birthday, and he got the Hopscotch Rabbit family. So there is like a mom and a dad and like a little lady bunny and a little boy bunny, and they are so cute. And Calico Critters has like a little set of like all different types of little animals. So my mom just picked the bunnies because they're super cute, but you could do a lot of different things with them. And like being 2 is like that perfect time where they're really starting to like role play. My little one will just be like, you know, hi, blah, blah, blah. And they'll like sit and talk to each other. And that's like great for learning how to meet new people and how to interact. And it's just a lot of really good lessons. And these little sets of the little families are around $16 for the set. So that's not super expensive. But there are tons of accessories when it comes to Calico Critters. So again, this is another one that's really easy to build on. If it's something that this kid really loves, you can throw like, you know, a chair or whatever in their stocking, or maybe if you have several family members going in together, one family member might buy the little critters, another family member might buy a little critter car. Isn't this so cute? This car is $28 on Amazon, but I know that you can find them on sale and for cheaper in places like that, but they just fit in there perfectly. And I swear, Desmond just plays with these things all day long. He loves it. Okay, you can go play with it right now. The biggest thing we have for the Calico Critters is, of course, their house. They make so many different ones. You could spend, oh look, he saw it, and he's already over there playing with them. He's like, what are you doing with my Calico Critters? They range in price. There are so many different like critter houses you can buy. You can buy like the big $100 deluxe ones. They have little mini ones that are like $20 to $30. It's a fish, yeah. The one we have is called the Secret Island Playhouse, and this is about $50. You want me to put it down on the table so you can play with it? Yeah, okay. Well, let me show the camera real quick. It's so cute. It's got multiple little levels here, and the bottom is supposed to be like a swimming pool. So it's got the little hole and the little diving board, and he just loves it. So I don't know if I already said this. It was around $50, which is like kind of in the middle when it comes to the available housing for your little critters. But even if the whole critter thing isn't your thing, just the idea of a dollhouse in general is a really good idea for a 2-year-old. Oh, and one more little thing, my mom got the little twin bunnies, they're little babies. So also maybe if you're expecting a baby or a life change, you can kind of role play that with your critters as well. I just think it's a great learning tool, and by far the most played with toy in the house by my 2-year-old. Who is just upset that I'm doing this. You want to play with them? Okay. All right, you guys, those are my ideas for you. I hope that that's given you some idea of what to get the 2-year-old or 3-year-old or 1-year-old in your life. I know it's kind of a range, you know, in there, but on average, a 2-year-old. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, do your kids love any of these toys? Can you like second any of these? I would love to hear it, and I know that would be helpful for anybody who's like trying to shop or in a sticky situation and can't figure out what to get, you know, some toddler in their life. Also, if you have any really great ideas of things like that your toddler could not live without, leave me a comment down below, because of course I still like to buy new things for my kids too, and I would love to hear your ideas. Of course, hit that subscribe button and come back for more mom stuff, lady stuff, and life stuff. I post new videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and I would love to have you. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.